So if you play Ubisoft games like I do, I have this really weird relationship with Ubisoft games. What usually happens is, a new Ubisoft game comes out, I watch YouTube videos about it, and everybody says it's bad or it's repetitive or it's not good because it's Ubisoft. Then I hold off on getting the game for like 4 or 5 years. Then I get the game on a sale, and I'm amazed how amazing the game is. And that's so repeated for myself for Ghost Recon Wildlands, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, The Division 1, The Division 2. And I just got The Division 2 last week. And like I loved it like the first game. It has a beautiful scenery, and this time it's not New York, but Washington, D.C. But the open world gameplay, or the story gameplay, the main missions, it's the open world if you go from A to B. The gameplay is so easy. If you're an average experienced player, you almost never have to use cover. And I think that's a bit of wasted potential in this game. And then I started playing the Descent mode last week for the first time. And Descent mode is... That's over here. Do the fast travel to it. Descent mode is sort of a roguelike mode where you get into semi-randomized rooms 4 at a time, and then the cycle repeats itself, and you have to stack it higher and higher until you defeat the Nemesis, which is sort of an end boss for that game mode. And I didn't expect much of this game mode. It sort of felt like some type of some repetitive extra content you can play sometimes. But then I started playing it, and I played nothing else for 4 days. Because what's amazing about this game mode is that it doesn't have that same washed out easy difficulty for every player. It's actually extremely difficult, and it can get extremely difficult from the first room. Because I think the developers, they said that they avoided having a slow difficulty ramp. They actually have irregular difficulty. So in the first room you can get wiped out. And the longer you play, the more rooms you survive, the more attached you get to your character. So it's similar like DayZ. Like the more you have, the longer you play, the more attached you get to it. And it would be amazing if the main game would have that same difficulty, an option for it. So for example, if you fight over every street corner, it would be an epic battle where you could lose and had to reset back to the White House or something. I'm going to play 1 or 2 rooms to demonstrate how the game plays. Okay, I'm going to take Cam. And the coolest thing is... sticky bomb, graphic extraction. The coolest thing is that in the main game, you're constantly overflowing with ammo, with stuff, loot boxes everywhere all the time. But in this game mode, you can actually run out of ammo, run out of med boxes, run out of grenades, and you can even get cornered in certain rooms. When you get cornered in a bad spot, you're out of ammo and you have to improvise. And that never happens in the main game. Okay, now let's pick hard room. Then you have like 10 seconds to prepare. And the enemy will usually come out of one of the marked red doors, like this one.
Hostile construction
One over here.
Constructing hostile combatant.
So I'm going to hide on this side. So for example, one of those snipers in 1 or 2 shots, they can take you down. And then the entire game is erased and you have to start from the beginning. And if you survive for like an hour, that can get pretty intense. I think the base damage in general is much higher. Okay, probably got a relatively easy room right now. Okay, I'm going to stand in the open just to expose myself to fire. You can see how quickly you can get ruined in this game. See, I lost half my armor just from 3 or 4 pistol hits. Okay, now this was the first room, and now you don't get an immediate ammo resupply like in the main game, where you have like every 100 meters you get an ammo box. Like you have to survive 4 rooms until you get back to the first room where you can get ammo back. No, pistol ammo is unlimited. Take preservation. It's a skill. You can pick, you want an easier room or you want a harder room. I'm going to pick a harder room for the demonstration of the video. And I wish that, like, if they would add an option like that for the main game, where you could just play the open world gameplay, like fighting over a street corner with that difficulty, it would be amazing. We've got one entry here, one entry over here.
Hostile construction initiated.
Put decoy up here.
Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted doors.
So now I've got 3 over here, 3 over here. Let's see if I can get out of that. See, I can't expose myself. That's a sniper. So I'm already in the crossfire, and it doesn't feel that intense because it's the second room I'm doing. It's like 10 minutes time investment. But I had one game that was like 1.5 hours into the game, and that was pretty exciting. And those are drones, and if they get close, they spam you with grenades, which means they force you out of cover. And that can ruin you in 1 or 2 hits. So I have to get away from the grenade now. Use some cover here. See, it can get pretty tight if you play. And you can't just spam your ammo, because I have about 10 magazines left or something. This guy's looking at me. So, you actually have to engage in tactical thinking. Like it's one of the core gameplay features. You have to use cover, flank the enemies, and do stuff. But in the base game difficulty, it's so washed out you never notice it. Notice here I lost almost all my armor just by trying to get away from him. And imagine the entire game being like that. And I was so amazed when I first started playing Descent, and I play it practically all the time now. I got a grenade launcher coming at us. No.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
So it almost ruined me because I was in the drone fire, and I have to get the drone operator. And also my own ammo is dwindling too. I'm exposed to this guy over here. See, now the game pushes into you, and you have to use your tactical skills to get out of the situation. Okay, I got a drone operator. And I won that room. Okay, we're gonna do one more room for this game. And I still got 2 rooms before I get an ammo refresh. Preservation, that prepares your ammo when you hit enemies or kill enemies. It's another hard one. And I got about 10 magazines left. Still, you get pistol ammo that's unlimited, which is helpful, but depending on the situation, it can get pretty hard.
Difficulty rating hard.
Okay. This one's gonna get tricky. Somebody come out here. Now, one tactic is to, at the beginning of the room, knock out at least one wave of the enemies coming out of one door. See, now I got a problem. I got this door and this door. If this opens, I got a problem. It's not opening, okay. I got 3 wiped out. This room appears to be easier because it has few enemies. Okay, that was too easy. Maybe I got lucky with the difficulty spike. I'm gonna do one more room for the video. Yeah, you can actually buy some supplies. I'm gonna buy some ammo for the assault rifle, for an armor kit, but that's the money I later don't have for upgrades. And let's get a new upgrade. Not sure what those are. That's this one. Okay, let's do one more room.
Room selected. Difficulty rating hard.
Okay, it's similar to the first room I had. There's different tile sets, if you want to call it, like different environments. Like this one is a type of bunker, and there's some other one that's more like some electrical thing. See, I got a problem. Those are flamers.
Vital signs critical.
See,
Agent vital signs 0.
see how quickly it goes if you I got flanked from two sides and that's it. So that's why I wanted to make the video. I wanted to suggest it, like show players that it can be pretty exciting to play that mode and add that type of difficulty into the main game. At least as an option.